let me show you how to put in a lifeline. Now, what is a lifeline? A lifeline is basically an extra piece of yarn or thread that you're going to put through that's going to allow you to go back if you find that you made a mistake or you need to go back and correct something, but it's going to make sure that you don't lose any stitches. So if you get to a place in your work, a lot of times people will do this on lace because lace is such a complicated stitch, or it can be such a complicated pattern, but you can really do it on anything. So here, if I get to the point of my work where I say, okay, I might need to go back to this point at some point if I make a mistake, what you're going to do is you're going to take a length of yarn that's going to be long enough to have extra pieces on both ends, and it's going to be able to run all the way through the work. You're going to want to pick a yarn that isn't particularly fuzzy because you don't want that to rub off on the yarn you're using, and you don't want a strong color that somehow could bleed onto the color you're using. So what you're going to then do is you're going to take that yarn, so I'm using just a cotton white colored yarn, thread it with your tapestry needle and run it through. So you're really just going to run it through all the stitches on your needle. Just go a few at a time. It'll make it a little bit easier. You're not taking anything off the needle. You're just putting an extra piece of yarn through so that if you have to go back, you will be able to pick them up pretty easily. So once you've gone through all the stitches, you can see that I'm leaving a tail on each side. And then you just keep knitting. So you're just going to leave it in place. If you don't need it at the end, you can just pull it out. If you do need it, you've got it. So that's how to put a lifeline into your work.